chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Eckler, touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 41 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they pitch it to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run out of the gun with Swift. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. How about this?
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take him.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now Hurts going to move him around. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Hurts will throw. And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Herbert on 1st down now. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got room to roam.
And all the way down to the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to run this with a tight end. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
That is caught.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 30 yards there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get it inside the 20.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here's Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.